I've never been one to get into the reactionary videos, doing reactions. But here lately, I've been seeing on TikTok that you all are convinced that the more of you all who gather in the streets, that you're actually going to overthrow this government. It's not going to happen. Think about the years that the people have invested into Democrats and Republicans. The media outlets that represent Democrat and Republican. TV evangelists who have supported Democrat and Republican. Entertainers that they've marched in front of you all, took pictures with, who support either Democrat or Republican. It's decades of investments. Do you all think you're going to overthrow this machine, this power? You're not. And here is what it looks like when people are coming to the sad reality that they are powerless.
Wake the fuck up, America! Do you not see what's going on? Is your head so far in the sand? Or are you that brain dead or brainwashed to not see what's happening? The police force has been federalized throughout the streets of Washington, D.C. People are being arrested for smoking, even though it's legal. People are being taken from their homes. Children are being taken out of foster homes and being sent to internment camps. I know back in January, it was kind of funny. Can you imagine if Trump federalized the police forces? Oh, he wouldn't do that shit. Because that's what dictators do. He wouldn't do that. Fast forward 8 months, and it is being done. It is at our front doors. It is at our front door.
If you do not agree with this administration and you want to join a movement that's going to change the trajectory of how things are going right here in these United States, can you do one thing for me? Really short, really sweet. All you have to do is do one video and just say, black out the system.
I'm sorry, but if you look at Donald Trump and you see a good man, I don't trust you around children.
They told us checks and balances would protect us. That lie rots in the dirt next to every other promise this system made. What we have now is a puppet show where all three branches work for the same goddamn master, Capitol. Courts don't block tyranny anymore, they rubber stamp it. Just this week, the Supreme Court gutted the power of judges to issue nationwide injunctions, stripping the only tool left to stop sweeping executive abuse. That wasn't a misstep, it was a calculated move to clear the path for authoritarian rule.
I can't believe I'm having to say this, but it is martial law. A federal police force, regardless of what acronyms you put in front of it and what three-letter bullshit they go by, on American streets to police the American people in any fucking way is martial law. Do you need him to come right out and say the two fucking words together for you to believe and think that that's what we're actually living under? Oh, or do they need to impose a curfew upon you to make it complete?
You know what? It is over. Your children and your grandchildren are going to blaspheme your last name. They are going to hate you for leaving them ill-equipped for what's coming down this pipeline in America. And they're coming for them weapons.
So when a new president orders that, because there's so much gun violence going on in the country, and he comes in and he says, I have the right to take away the guns from everyone. I have the right to take away the guns from everyone. I have the right to take away the guns from everyone. Then people, and he sends out the military to seize everyone's guns. We and the courts have to sit back and wait until every named plaintiff gets, or every plaintiff whose gun is taken comes into court. So as far as I see it, this order violates 4 Supreme Court precedents.
You don't think that this administration, who supposedly 2 idiots attempted to assassinate Trump, you don't think they're not coming for them weapons? Oh, the stage is being set. It is over. The America that you all knew, it is over. And think about this summer, this whole damn summer, people have been stressing and protesting. Who spends their summer protesting and stressing? Y'all did this. The American people have engaged in all the isms there is to engage in. Socialism, racism, sexism. Y'all did this shit to yourself. This blood will not be on the hands of government or corporations. This blood will be on the hands of people. Because right now, if y'all look in the conditions that you're living in right now, the home that you are in, the car that you drive, to some degree, you materialize that based on your thought and your work ethics. You go to work, you thought about where you wanted to reside, and you have able to now walk in and out of that house because you materialize that through works. We can materialize certain conditions based on our works, what we invest energy and time and money into. And so the home that you dwell in is somewhat of a manifestation of your thoughts, because this is where I would like to live at. So many bedrooms, the ceiling this height. Even if it was a second choice or a third choice, it's something that you eventually say, you know what, I'm embracing this mentally and I'm going to walk into this home. My point is, the world that you all living in, that you are so frantic about right now and living shitless and fear for about, you all have materialized this. The blood will not be on the hands of Trump, Elon Musk, any other global power, nor any corporations. This has been something that the American people have engaged in, and this is what has come to fruition. The American people are empowered so they can take their power and go and infringe on the rights of other Americans. Freedom of speech. Look at how we've utilized that and promoted hate towards one another. You had people that didn't want to wear a mask during COVID, even if they were from a distance. But those who did choose to wear a mask, look at how they pressed people who didn't want to wear a mask. The American people take their liberties, their power, and they infringe on other folks' liberty. And what did the LGBTQ community do? A lot of them, not all, but many of them, yeah, I'm a him, but I want you to refer to me as a her. Yeah, I'm a her, but I'm a him, or I'm a us. And so you have the liberty to be who you are, but you took that liberty and that little power, and your attempt was to infringe on other folks' right. Feminism. They were given power. What did they do with it? All men are narcissists. Black Lives Matter. What did they do with it? They run around. If you white, if you got money, you owe me. Reparations, bitch. And so that's what happens when you're dealing with feeble-minded people. Power is given to the American people for a moment, for a limited time. And what do they do with their power? They go and infringe on the rights of other Americans. The people are the problem. And in terms of some revolution, it's going to be televised. And the winners are not going to be the people. Well, what's taking place now is the nation is already divided, past tense. What's happening now is the conquering. The nation is being conquered. And in spite of what people say in terms of their pushback against ICE, and they rant about they're not going to have a king, once the military get really active, it is over. I mean, even in Jesus' time, once the Roman soldiers put their hands on him, it was over. Once they got their hands on him, it was over. And so military is necessary in this world. You can have all the religion you want. You can have money, capital. But that military, that's a totally different strength. And at some point, they will be utilized very aggressively. They don't look good. And that was one reason why the Black Panther Party was such a hated group by the establishment, is because Negroes had Islam. Negroes had Christianity. What they didn't have was a military. And once you get that military involved, if they really, really military minded, it's going to be a different response. It's going to get bad. Some things are about to happen that people are not going to be able to stop.
That's so much.